What up, y'all? Mic check 1 2 1 2. The hypothesis of the rhinoceros was preposterous. Hmm? Sound good? Going to prison. What you gonna do? Let me see. Let me turn this on real quick. Be right back. What's going on, fellas? Went to court today. They are not going for it at all. The DA standing on it. They want me to go to prison. Deal right now is 1 to 3. I don't know if they're gonna give me this time on bond. I've heard that they do now. I know they didn't used to, but I've heard that they do now. That they'll give you the time that you spend on bond as long as you're in compliance and whatnot. So, got to get ready for that. Start stacking some bread, get my head right, get ready to go handle this. Sambo, what up? Good to see you, Muhammad. Thank you for stopping by. Can you hear me good? I'm on a headphone actually right now. I think they're working good though. What up, everybody? Yeah, the what's called is not. I don't know why. I'm wondering if I don't know if I pissed somebody off that I shouldn't have, pissed off a cop or pissed off somebody, but they are not happy about the situation. My lawyer says that she's going to take it to, if they still won't come off the prison sentence, she'll go and, what she say? She said she'll try to go around the DA, reach out to the supervisor. Not sounding good though. I'm glad I didn't go get an apartment yet though. That would have been rough if I had already went and got an apartment. That would have been wasted money. So glad I didn't do that yet. But it is what it is. You know, gotta pay the piper. You fuck up, you gotta pay the piper, right? Prison ain't shit anyway. It's just a waste of time. It's the worst thing about prison. Waste of time. It's beautiful out here tonight, minus the mosquitoes. Beautiful night. If everything goes right, hopefully I'll just spend the winter in prison and then they'll kick me back out. And I should be classed pretty low. I've been out for so long. Got an education, nonviolent felonies. Should be classed pretty low. Go to some sort of camp or something like that. Not nothing too serious, hopefully. Right? But yeah, that's what they pushing. It's like, I don't know. Makes it seem weird too, because you drive all around the city. There's people just gacked out bad. All over the city, people are strung out. just breaking into shit, stealing cars, just going for it. And I got out and done everything I was supposed to do. I've shown them that I can be a productive member of society, but they do not seem to care. Yeah, it ain't nothing. You got to man up. You know what I mean? Sometimes we fuck up. You know, mess up. You got to pay the piper. It is what it is. Ain't no use crying about it now. You know, go handle it. But I've been through worse. You know what I mean? I've been through worse, and my judge seems pretty fair. She seems pretty fair. I don't think if it was up to her, I don't think she tried to send me to prison. But it's not up to her at this point. It's up to the DA because they got something out here called the two felony rule. Two felony rule says once you've already got two felonies, on a third felony they have to send you to prison. It's like a three strikes type thing. Now the DA can choose to waive the two felony rule. If the DA waives the two felony rule, then you're able to then you become eligible for open sentencing. You can get probation, you can get diversion, you can get all kinds of stuff. And the DA is just not waiving that two felony rule. I'm not sure why. Like I said, if I pissed the wrong person off or something, but because I had a friend, a homie from Mafias, the homie M Nut from Mafias, he he had all the same charges that I did, and he got caught with a banger. They gave that fool 3 years drug court, which is basically diversion. You know what I mean? 3 years drug court, all the same crimes. He had them in like 4 or 5 different counties, and he got caught with a gun and a bunch of dope, special offender charge, and they gave him 3 years on it. So I don't know. I don't know why they got a hard on for me for some reason. They clearly do. Luckily, I've been grinding this whole time that I've been out, just grinding and putting away money, saving money, stuff like that. Got a bunch of stuff for sale. My eBay channel is doing good. So now I can really push on that eBay channel for the next couple months and really put away some money, hopefully. That manly bitch, I've had a hard on for my brother. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. They get like that sometimes. They get like that. They want to make a stand for whatever reason. You know what I mean? They're like dead set on me going to prison. I don't know why. I don't know why I pissed them off so much. They are not happy with me. They said something about them having a new DA in Douglas County where I got popped. And I don't know. I guess the new DA doesn't believe that the crime or theft has anything to do with drug use or drug addiction or anything like that. That it's like separate from it. You know, they're really making a push on this organized retail theft, right? Which doesn't really necessarily have anything to do with me, but they're seeing organized retail theft as it's like some sort of like organized crime, right? If you've seen some of the videos coming out of LA right now, you know what I mean? These organized groups are going into stores and cleaning them out and stuff like that, 20, 30 deep. And they believe that this has to do with gangs and they're like, people are shot calling and doing this or that or whatever. It really ain't got nothing to do with my crime, but for one reason or another, they don't believe this had anything to do with the relapse. They're like, no, 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 you did something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But like I said, prison ain't nothing but an opportunity to get your mind right. You know, you can see it like it's all negative, or you can make the best of whatever you're doing. You know, whatever's happening in the world, you can make the best of it. That's what I got to do. I got to do. You know, take it as an opportunity to educate myself some more, get my read on, read some more books. You know, work out a little bit. lose some of this baby fat I've been picking up. Sober, lose his chin, get rid of that chin a little bit, get the little bench press on, get the wind back up, you know. Just use it as a positive, but it is what it is. How's everybody been doing out there? How's these YouTube streets? That shit has to do with accepting anything. It might. It might. Wesley, what up? Good to see you, Muhammad. Yeah, I don't know, they like everybody out here right now. Like the city's been going crazy over the last couple of years. You're one of the worst cities for rise in crime. Homicide rate tripled, and it just there's a lot of craziness going on out here right now. And I don't know. I guess they think I had something to do with it. I'm not sure why, but I ain't have nothing to do with it. I'm a one man band. You know what I mean? I've been told on before. I'm not a fan of having co-defendants and whatnot. And but apparently they think I had something to do with it. I know they got mass layoffs going around all over the city. Denver done shit the bed with these migrants. They let all these migrants in. They paying. They said they estimated they put out about $350 million on these migrants, and now Trump's kicking them all out. But still, the bills coming due. They were putting up so many of them in these hotels and all this other stuff, and now the city's short money. The city ain't got money. So the actual city of Denver is doing like mass layoffs. The state of Colorado is doing mass layoffs, and so that's going to affect the job market here. Is already not good. It's not good at all, and it's about to get a lot worse because you're going to force all those people who work for the city. All those people still need jobs, so they're going to have to go find jobs in other places. So it's going to get even harder to find jobs. It's going to be a weird one. We'll see what it does to the economy. I have a feeling the recession they've been projecting for the last couple of years. I have a feeling it's going to hit. That it's already starting to hit because the labor market is tight right now. Labor market is tight, and a lot of them, like whenever I first got out, I signed up for some of them old, some of the like what's it called, like the gig work stuff, the gig work applications and stuff like that. I can't even remember the name. It's not WeWork. WeWork's a company, a real estate company, kind of real estate tech company. It's not WeWork. I forget what the hell it was called, Upwork or something like that. And you used to be able to just go on there and just pick up shifts and stuff like that. No more. There ain't no work on them joints no more. You know. And everywhere you go, it's getting harder and harder to find a job. All around the city, it's getting harder and harder to find a job. And there's lots of different warning signs flashing. People's cars are getting repo. All these people who spent all this money in the cars whenever everybody had all this money. Now it's really starting to hit. Average car loans like $700, something like that. The car industry right now is bad. It's in bad shape. But like I said, it is what it is. Maybe it's best. Maybe I need to go my ass to prison and sit down through the downturn. Hopefully by the time I get out, it'll be looking good again. The market will be looking good. See, I was lucky. I got a lot of experience, you know what I mean, in the restaurant and catering industry, services industry in general. So I was able to pick up a job. But it ain't that easy for a lot of people right now. And it's nice out here. Take my ass to the store here in a minute. Oh. Oh, just wanted to get on here and talk to everybody. Don't look like a whole lot of people around tonight, though. What have y'all seen? What have you seen in your cities? How's the job market around the country? Because Denver tends to be pretty good. Denver tends to be better than a lot of other places. They tend to weather the storm pretty well because it's a rich city. But what about where y'all at? And how's the system? How's the justice system around the country? How's the justice system where you are? They sending everybody to prison, or they giving people chances? Because out here they seem to be giving everybody else chances except for me. For whatever reason, like I said, I pissed somebody off. I got something stuck in my teeth. Computer been messing up too. I just been going live on my phone. Glad I didn't buy a new phone. I was thinking about buying a new phone too. But it's gonna be stacking bread till further notice. So they got me. They charged me with 6 felonies. They charged me with 6 felonies. They're offering to drop it down to one and give me 1 to 3 years. It was 4 years because they had an aggravating circumstance on it, but the aggravating circumstance been taken off. So the deal's not bad. It's just the stipulation of prison is what I disagree to. I think 3 years probation is probably appropriate. Denver's been L-whopping a lot with the homies. Jesus. Yeah, but that's if you get in the L-whop though, that's because you did that's something violent. You did something violent, and they was you know what I mean. If you gonna take people's lives, they gonna give you life without parole, no matter what. You know what I mean? Whether it's good or it's bad or it's whatever, whether they're cracking down on people or not, they gonna give you that. But I know they're starting to stretch people out this time of just letting everybody go. That seems to be coming to an end. A lot of that seems to be coming to an end because there's always that societal pendulum, you know what I mean, that swings back. It'll swing one way, it'll swing really liberal, and they'll say, "Oh, well, we're going to give people a chance," and we can't be locking everybody up. It'll swing that way, and then crime will get out of control, and then everybody will say, "We need to crack down on this crime," and then the pendulum will swing back the other way. It goes back and forth and back and forth. But for the most part, if you ain't violent, they ain't even been sending you to prison. That's some of the things I've been hearing too, is that even at like a lot of these camps, a lot of the minimum camps and stuff like that, fools is gang banging. Fools is gang banging, is violent, and fools is getting off, fools is functioning. You know what I mean? Which that really wasn't something that was happening back in the day. But the reason why, what they're saying is because they're only locking up violent offenders. They're only locking up serious offenders. And so, even at the minimum levels, the people that are there are serious individuals. They're violent individuals, stuff like that. So the gang banging and the functioning is starting to filter down even into the lower security yards. At least that's a theory. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. I'll be all right no matter where they put me. I'm always all right. But I ain't tripping wherever. It would be nice to go to a camp though, one of these decent camps where you're not slammed down all day. Had enough of that shit. Somewhere where you can go get some education, learn something you didn't know, you know. get on the weight pile without a pass or some bullshit like that. Don't look like there's a lot of people around tonight. I appreciate y'all that did show up though. Good looking out. Good to see y'all. We'll see what comes out. I left a message for my lawyer to get back to me. We'll see. Maybe they can figure something else out. If it's got to be prison, maybe we can get it down a little bit. Because, like I said, the judge seems pretty decent. The judge that I got seems pretty decent, but she's her hands are tied by the law. You know what I mean? And if the law says I have to go to prison, if the DA won't come off the 2 felony rule and it says that I have to go to prison, the judge can't do nothing about it. The judge has no say so in the situation. But she does have a say so over the sentence, over the length of the sentence, right? She's, I mean, bound by statute, but if it's 1 to 3 years, ain't no reason I can't get a 1 piece or 18 months or something like that, you know? And then I already have some time in on the situation. Good time there, just push me in and push me right back out, hopefully. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? Get your swole on. It's like, it's got to get in there and get back to it. You know what I mean? Get back on the right tip. Get your head right. I mean, the thing is, my head already is right. That's kind of what sucks is that I'm already on the right track. I'm working. I'm running the eBay channel. I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to do. I'm sober. I'm giving them clean UAs. I'm in compliance with probation. They gave me probation out of Denver. I'm in compliance with probation, full compliance with probation. I'm doing my classes. I paid off my fines. I did all the shit I was supposed to do. I don't know why Douglas is just pressing the issue like this. They're just like really pressing the issue. Like, all right, motherfuckers. Like I said, it almost seems like I pissed somebody off. Irony, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you, Muhammad. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's always gonna be the best. I always make something positive out of anything. You know what I mean? Because I work my ass off. I work hard. You know what I mean? So no matter what I do, I'm always gonna go for it. You know what I mean? And I always try to turn it into something positive. So I mean, it's always prison. So you never know. Things could go left. You run into the wrong person, somebody you got funk with or something like that. Hopefully you can handle it one on one. Usually it can get handled. Most, me, because I never killed nobody. You know what I mean? And I wasn't out here like robbing people or burning people or never told on nobody or touched no kids or no weird shit like that. And so there ain't nobody who wants to kill me for the most part. You know what I mean? I go to the joint most of the time. We can handle it one on one. You know what I mean? You can just swab it out and then run the fade, and then that's the end of it. You know what I mean? Normally. Sometimes it goes farther than that, but for the most part, you know what I mean, you can usually run fade and squash, you know. Respect, common respect is man. And so there might be a couple fades waiting for me. Like I said, I ain't been to the joint in a long time. So everybody, but then again, that time heals a lot of things. So a lot of people that might have been mad at me a long time ago, a lot of them might already done moved past it. You know what I mean? Bigger fish to fry, whatever. You know what I mean? But I should be fine wherever I go. There's always the gangbanging stuff, but they tend not to fuck with me on that for. Uh, I'm facing. Well, right now the deal is they've dropped it all to. I've got 6 felonies. They've dropped it all to a class 5 felony. A class 5 felony carries 1 to 3. Um, and then it's up to the judge's discretion what they want to give. They haven't offered a stipulation. The only stipulation that they're asking for is prison. That they want me to go to prison. They're dead set on me going to prison. So would it be? It'd be 1 to 3, and that would be up to the judge. And then I did like 75 days in the county, and then some people have told me that The time that I'm doing right now on bond, as long as I stay in compliance with my bond, stay in compliance with pre-trial, don't violate any of the conditions of my bond, all this time that I'm out here right now, all this time will count towards my sentence too. I don't know if that's true. It's something that I've heard. I've heard lately it's something that I heard that I don't know if it's at the judge's discretion or what it is, but I've heard it a couple times that that's something that they're doing now. So if they did that, I'd already have like 2.5 months whenever I was in the county. I've been out for like 3 months, so that's like 5.5 months. So I'm facing hopefully a 1 to 3 with 5.5 months in on it, which would make me parole eligible quick, make me halfway house eligible really quick too. Um, and I'd be a good what's called for parole. And the honest truth is, if that does happen, my parole will eat up my probation sentence, the probation sentence that I'm on right now. And actually, parole out here is a lot easier than being on probation. Probation, they put all these hoops on you and they do all these classes and all this other shit. Parole don't even do that. Parole don't even do all that. Parole just, they just want you to generally stay sober. You can even smoke weed on parole out here. Uh, you know what I mean? As long as you got your red card, they ain't even tripping. Um, I've got a place to go. I'll make sure that I what you call my job. I'll quit my job in the right way. Let them know, you know what I mean? Let them know what's going on. Da, 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 da. So hopefully I'll have a job whenever I come back out. I'll be able to step right back into my job. Uh, I got a place to go here, you know what I mean, at the sober living home that I'm at because I've been good with them, you know what I mean. I've kept it cool with them. Um, my dog's at my stepdad's house. My stepdad loves Jack, so he's cool out there. So it should all work out. Should all work out. We'll see September 26th. September 26th is the next court date. Um, we'll know more then if they're really trying to push the issue or not. It seems like now they're trying to push the issue. I'm going to get more, you know, mitigating factors. I've got people writing letters and stuff like that. Uh, just try to stack my bread, get my bread up as much as I can. So I go in there, live comfortably, you know, and then have some money whenever I come out. Shouldn't be that long, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Jack's taking it hard. He don't like that he's not living with me. I can tell he butt hurt whenever I go out there. He don't like it. Like he has fun out there. He's got a little yard to run around in and shit. My stepdad's got dogs, so he's out there playing with other dogs and shit like that. He's having a good time. But he don't like it whenever I go out there. He gives me the cold shoulder and shit. He's not happy with me. I fucked up. He's got a right to be. He's got a right to be mad. I ain't mad at him. He's a good dog. Stacy, what up? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, that should be the max. The max should be 3 years. Um, I don't think they're gonna give me that. Like I said, because I'm gonna throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall if it comes down to sentencing, and they're like, "Nah, you gotta go." I'm gonna throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall. I'm gonna have people show up and speak for me, and you know what I mean. I'm gonna have a lot of things going for me. Uh, but like I said, the DA is the only one that's not playing ball right now. They just don't want to go for it. I don't know why. Like I said, it's almost like I pissed somebody off. Like I don't know, bang somebody's wife or something like that. So dope to somebody's kid or something. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I pissed someone off. Got light coming through things look crazy. It's beautiful out here though. Colorful Colorado. Beautiful night in this motherfucker. How's everybody else doing? Man, I don't want to go back to no prison food. That's some of the worst shit about it. That prison food is garbage. Prison food is garbage. They say they give you tablets out here now though. Like they give you tablets, keep yourself occupied with, do classes on and stuff like that. They charge you like a motherfucker for them tablets though. Have you ordering shit you want to listen to music or whatever. They be on you. Skid Row, what up? Hot as hell in Missouri, yeah. I imagine. Cause it's hotter than shit out here. That should be punishing during the day out here, boy. I tell you what, like the middle of the day. Get off my scooter. Can I get a cigarette, brother? Please, please. Got me smoking shit. I don't even smoke cigarettes. Out here stressed out. These motherfuckers want me to go to prison, dog.
Who?
Fucking DA. They standing on it, don't
They're standing on
they?
it?
Standing on that shit.
I forgot you had court today.
You know?
So they want you to go back.
Mm-hmm.
For how long?
1 to 3.
No.
Swear to God.
Did he push it back?
Yup. We pushed it back for another 6 weeks. We're gonna try to get more she said so they can what's called the mitigating factors. She'd like them to my lawyer said basically she said we're gonna give them another 6 weeks to think on it. If they still won't come off of it, she goes, I'm gonna go around the DA. She goes, I'm gonna go around your DA and reach out to the supervisor. And but that ain't no guarantee either. That could be coming down from the supervisor.
So they're just trying to stick it on all fronts.
So I don't know why. Well, that's what I said. Like maybe I fucking did something to somebody or pissed somebody off or
Somebody's
burned a cop or something. Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? Somebody who was related to a cop. Homie, my original charges for robbing a cop's house.
Ooh.
In 2001, I robbed a cop's house out here in Jefferson County. I robbed a task force officer's house. So maybe they're tripping on that. Maybe still all these years later, you know what I mean? They're still tripping on that.
That's fucked up. Even doing good, having word, fucking staying straight. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, dog.
Yeah, man, on some bullshit.
Your fucking new toy.
700?
That's 700?
Yeah.
How long did it go?
I mean, like, how far does it go?
Yeah. How long
I rode it from downtown.
to here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It still had some juice in it.
How long did it take?
It's about the same as one of the Lime ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically about its top speed is like 20 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
It tops out at like 20.
Yeah, you be cruising now.
Yeah. Picked me up a scooter today. I was gonna buy a car, but I don't really have a place to keep a car if I'm in jail. So I was like, fuck, man, I've been saving up all this money to try to get mobile, and I was like, fuck, well, I gotta have something. I gotta have some sort of something to be able to get around town. So I went and bought me one of these scooters. Bought me a little electric scooter today. Said, fuck it, I'll just save the rest of my money, put the rest of my money away. Because I can store a scooter. Putting your mug all over social media couldn't have helped. Maybe. I mean, it's always them. Nobody's county's trying to flex. Yeah, you know, um, I don't know why the DA's, and that's the thing is the DA didn't object to me getting out. You know, they didn't even object to the bond. They knew I was trying to get out on bond and get into get into treatment and whatnot. And my judge is super minded towards treatment. You know, Yeah, you can't Skid Row. You can't. I mean, you can take everything as a negative. Everything can be a negative if you want it to be, or it could be a positive. Get in there, read some good books. You know, that's how I was able to get through college whenever I got out. Is because I spent years in prison in solitary confinement reading books. Read, I don't even know how many books I've read. My guess, I added it up one time just a round estimate. I think somewhere around 2,000. If I had to guess, I'd say I read somewhere around 2,000 books. Um, and that whenever I got to college, like the reading and all that shit, the studying and all that, that was nothing. That shit was easy. The reading comprehension, the knowledge comprehension, wrapping my mind around ideas. You know what I mean? Knowledge of the world and stuff like that. All that stuff's in books. So use it as an excuse to get in there and really get into some. Yeah, right on, Gibbs. Appreciate you, brother. It's always fuck the law. You know what I mean? Always. They, you know, I don't know if they have society's interest at heart. Because if people stop committing crimes, what's the law gonna do? What they gonna do about all these cops and all this other stuff? It's the same reason they let drugs in the way that they let drugs into the country. If you stop letting drugs into the country, you eliminate a vast majority of the crime. You eliminate a vast majority of the crime. You don't need these district attorneys. You don't need these cops. You don't need all these lawyers, all these judges, all this other stuff. You know. Then you're mostly left. If you eliminate all the drugs, like something crazy amount of violent crimes either has to do with like drugs or alcohol, like 70, 80% or something like that. You take away the drugs, you basically left with people who beat their wives, like murderers, scam artists and stuff like that, professional scam artists. I mean, sex offenders is always sex offenders. But Mile High, what up? How you doing, brother? Prison is a gold mine as well as homeless. Hey man, they I'll tell you what, if they ain't found a way to monetize homelessness, I don't know what it is. They doing everything they can to make money off these homeless people. They give them you catch them with a little bit of dope because they all got dope on them. They all running around high. They give them misdemeanor dope charge, send them through the thing, and then give them, you know, uh, put them on probation for a couple years, and then they send them to these classes, and they bill in these classes. They bill in Medicaid for these classes, billing them, billing them, billing them, billing them. You know, and they bilking Medicaid out all kinds of money off these homeless people. They just found a way to monetize homeless people. Yeah, Mile High, they're standing on this shit. They want me to go to prison one way or another. They're serious about it. So we'll see. We put it off for another 6 weeks, but it looks like I'm going to prison one way or another. Hopefully, we can get the lower end of the sentence. Yeah, Gibbs, hit me up, brother. I got the same messenger. Hit me up. Oh, I've seen in Canada they talk about all kinds. Maybe Canada they're monetizing everything, and the price of living out there is just crazy. Been looking at watching some documentaries on the price of living in Canada right now. It's nuts. They just priced everybody out of everything. No wonder people are homeless. Heard Grumpy Trump was gonna start forcing people into treatment. You heard? Oh yeah, they're talking about that. They're talking about he signed a bill to make it way easier to involuntarily commit people, whether they want to go, you know what I mean, whether they want to go to treatment or not. Which I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I mean, letting people camp out on the streets, uh, letting people camp out on the streets isn't a good thing. Facts, what up? I haven't been sentenced yet. I haven't even pled yet. I'm still on, you know what I mean. I still haven't even pled guilty to the situation. Um, but they're just I haven't pled guilty. We haven't come to a deal because they're just not offering a deal. They're offering prison. That's even after all this getting out and getting sober and dropping clean UAs and doing everything. I got letters from several different people, you know what I mean, character letters about how good I've been doing and all this. They don't care. They're like, we do not care. Like I said, I think I pissed somebody off. I pissed someone off. I should have been fucking around in Douglas County. Coffee is crazy expensive. I'm living in my van kind of by choice. Yeah, I thought about that too. Whenever I bought this scooter, I was like, man, I could just buy a whip that's got a nice what's called in the back. You know what I mean? And save money like that. You know, just put all my stuff in storage, do it like that. But then I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that either, because then you got to keep up the rent and storage while I'm in prison and everything else. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go ham, take all the stuff that I've built up, sell it on eBay, and just just stack a bunch of bread so I could go in there and live comfortably. And then if I stack enough, I'll have some whenever I get out too. You know what I mean? I'll be able to get out, get my job back, hopefully get my job back. Hopefully the job market hasn't turned into crap, you know? Yeah, if they don't want to give me a deal, it is what it is. They might not, you know. Uh, I have faith that they'll see, I'll have some character witnesses show up to talk to me, and we'll talk about the good things I've done, and prove the good things I've done, that I've been sober and done the things that I was supposed to do, and that should mitigate some of the sentence. You know what I mean? They shouldn't max me out. I would hope they don't max me out. Facts. Let's see. I'm so hard to hear this either way, man. It sucks. Yeah, yeah, I'll be all right. It's just prison. I've done it before. You know what I mean? I'll do it again. It ain't nothing. Carter, what up? Good looking. Thank you for the support. Yeah, it is what it is. And like I said, Lord willing, I'll end up in the camp. I should end up in the camp. I should end up in the camp. There's no reason to send me back to a penitentiary or nothing like that. I've been out for so long, and I'm educated now. I got an education now, which usually brings your points down a little bit. And the first time I went in, one of my main charges was an escape charge. They don't like that shit either. Whenever you got that escape charge, it puts a big chunk on your points right at the tail, like out the gate. It gives you a big chunk on your points, and so that shit hurt too. Just went through a divorce. Divorce is hard. Yeah, living in the van will keep you busy. There's always shit to do. Sorry to hear that, brother. Divorce is always hard. Divorce is like a standard these days. Anyway, probably gonna call it a night. I was just gonna jump on here and talk to y'all. Just let everybody know, anybody who cares, let everybody know what's cracking. 1 to 3, 3 should be the max. Who knows? I mean, it ain't set in stone. We could still figure it out. Still got a couple tricks up my sleeve, you know. What you call it out, drag it out as far as possible. Hopefully, I'll get this time that I'm out here since I'm in compliance with what you call. Hopefully, I'll get this till my sentence. towards my sentence. That'd be nice too. That'll put me right back out. Like hopefully, like I said, if everything works out right, I'll only go in for the winter. You know what I mean? Go sit it out for the winter while it's cold, and then pop back out in the spring or the summer. You know, hopefully. But fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. It's getting dark out here. I'm out here looking like the Blair Witch Project. You go back in there, like I said, and lose some of this baby fat anyway. I'm getting too damn too damn fat anyway. I've been out here living good, eating too goddamn much.